So yeah, it takes about 8 minutes for light to get from sun to earth. So in 8 minutes, I think we'll be able to capture a lot of things. So this is what we will talk about today. No, I'm just kidding. If you're taking my deep learning class, this is what my board looks like. But if you are you want to read about AI from the business perspective, these are the books that I have written. Beaver Bot of Yellowstone actually is my favorite one, because it's really simple, 40-minute reading, but it can tell you a lot about AI, and it's just a story. Stories are important because AI must translate into business value. That's what we're all about, right? So AI is just not about programmers, it's just not about mathematics and physics and all that. It's about really business value also. But in business world, you find a lot of people who are not knowledgeable about AI and not ready, not impactful. We're not excited about that as a society. We see it as, AI and us. And that, I think, needs to change. And one of the questions that I get that tells me that we're not there yet is when I hear this question: can you recommend some tools, some software? Why? And my question to them is, really? Captain says, huh? Why? Because where is the strategy? That's me, by the way, in that suit, that robotic suit. Where's the strategy? I mean, what do you mean, where is the strategy? Well, this is how we force fit solutions. We go in and we see our processes and we try to bring something in and pull that in, or something like this. This is typically the favorite of consulting firms. They would bring in, put solutions, and then only 6 months later you realize that, this didn't work out. You really needed Siebel. Well, Siebel was not the right solution. You needed really Salesforce. And that happened all the time. So the problem is not the problem, it's our attitude towards the problem. Let's try to fix that. So there are 3 laws of Naqvi that I want to introduce to you. The first one being, let's start what happened. What's happening is that we have gone through 3 phases of Industrial Revolution. This is really known as now 4th Industrial Revolution, or cognitive revolution, that we have entered. Just about 2011, as he mentioned, previous speaker, that processing power, new algorithms, and a lot of data that we have, it has enabled this 4th Industrial Revolution. Some scholars think by 2030 we'll enter what's known as consciousness revolution, which means that technology will become very smart. It may happen, it may not happen, but for today, we definitely are in the 4th revolution. So what's different? In the 1st and the 2nd revolution, you had machines with fixed set of inputs, fixed set of outputs, and you can open the hood, you can check your car, fix the engine, and that didn't change pretty much with even information revolution. If something didn't work right, the programs that he was talking about, you could go in, fix the programs, and change few lines, and it would work. With AI, you're dealing with wide set of inputs, wide set of outputs, and you may not be able to fix this because these machines learn, adapt, optimize, they accumulate experience, they learn from it, and at this point, we may not know what's going on inside their minds. So in olden days, speed, reliability, safety, these were the things that were considered important. Today, intelligence is considered important. 10 years ago, you wouldn't ask if you're buying a car, would it drive itself? Today, you may ask that question. We have intelligent sectors, just something as old as agricultural sector, intelligent production, intelligent distribution, intelligent in R&D. New molecules are being discovered by pharmaceutical companies today automatically by using AI. So the entire intelligent enterprise concept is right there, and that's why strategy is important. The first law is intelligence is the new competitive advantage. So keep that in mind. Intelligence is the new competitive advantage. Second thing is reflexive creativity is important. You cannot just ask the question, which software can I implement to gain that competitive advantage? This is not ERP, this is not CRM. This is your own creativity. If you're Amazon, your algorithm could work better than Walmart, or Walmart, your algorithm can work better than Amazon's. So it's your own creativity that will give you sustainable advantage. Third thing is that tech encroachment. So the companies that you heard about from previous speaker about who are not investing in AI, well, you know what? Don't do it. You'll be outsmarted by some startup that, probably his firm, the first speaker we had, who would go in and take out a major company. So that's tech-croachment. So traditional moats are not applicable when Whole Foods, a grocery store, is purchased by a software company, and so the world has changed. What do you need to do? Well, first understand that we have moved from transact, automate to now automate and then eventually humanize. So that's important to understand. Most importantly, build a powerful, robust AI team in your companies. And it's not like a person here, a person there. Think about cognitive skills, people from non-traditional people, from cognitive science, from neuroscience, from data sciences. These are scientists who will be running companies now. So you need to establish those teams internally and have them work with the traditional MBA types, which will be hard. So a lot of times, you will, these myths that we throw out, oh, those, scientists, they don't know about money, they don't have people skills, they're not strategic enough. Are you kidding me? They run Silicon Valley. They know more about our brains and our psychology when they design companies like Facebook. They know about people's skills and they know about money. They raise their money then for their firms, and they are very strategic people. So, so one thing we need to do, number one, is understand how AI will impact your company's strategy. Meet with marketing, meet with finance. When Citibank announces they'll be laying off, 10,000 people in the next 4 years, what is HR doing about that? Did HR sit there with marketing and with the asset management and ask them, okay, what processes are being automated? How are they automated? Who will be responsible for that? What's the risk? Probably not, because there is no strategy. Remember, we're asking about solutions, we're not asking about strategy. So the first thing is, go and meet with these departments, develop your own plans, finance, marketing, sales, work planning, legal issues, all those things. You have to have a plan for transformation for the next 5 to 10 years. Second thing is, learn how to use AI in your own function. Obviously, this is a fair question to ask at that point, that what software can I use, what solutions can I bring in at that point? So I have 22 seconds left. Light is getting to the moon now. Understand how AI will impact society. This is very important. Anyone who tells you that it will have no impact on jobs, go check out a town from Illinois, Midwest, and you would know that, that whole consultant crap that they say that, it will create more jobs and all that. No, we need to work on that. We need to retrain people. It will not create jobs itself. And fourth thing is develop clarity on how it will impact your careers. So know that your careers will get impacted. These are the 4 things. I've covered them in my book. We offer courses on that. And thank you so much. 8 minutes, 20 seconds. Thanks.